My name is Molefe Letsiki. I want to believe a young, but maybe not so young anymore, boy that grew up from Everton, which is in the south of Johannesburg. I remember this one day as they were cutting and polishing diamonds, and one of the polishers literally picking up his tongue to look into a stone. As he was lifting the tongue up, I saw this light or this fire that just came from this stone, and I was intrigued to want to see what's that, you know. And I remember taking that tongue, taking that loop and looking into that stone, and the scintillation that just came from it made me fall in love with diamonds so much, you know. And truly that's where my journey began, you know. The beauty of that scintillation that I saw in that stone that day fired up something in me that really made me want to make sure that I could bring out such beauty out of every piece of carbon that I get to touch, that's gone through so much in the belly of the earth, formed millions of years ago. Where I grew up, I never saw much diamonds, you know. And that's what sort of got me into the business side of things, because I wanted to know, where do diamonds end up at the end of the day? And that's how Molefe Letsiki Diamond Holdings was established, with curiosity of just wanting to know, where do diamonds end at the end of the day? And come 18 years later now, I look back having achieved the status of being a site holder, which when I got into the business initially, it was a dream that I never thought I would see happen in my time or in my generation. And today to have been named as the first major black, majority black owner site holder in the world really comes as an achievement that truly was not achieved overnight. It's been a lot of hard work. It took a lot of collaboration, a lot of working with a lot of different stakeholders, you know, mainly such as De Beers. You may ask yourself, what is a site holder? A site holder basically it's reaching the pinnacle of, you know, that highest level clients of De Beers, where you get a contract of supply for 3 years, knowing that what you're gonna be getting for the next 3 years from them, you know, and 3 years renewable, pending the fact that you can show a demand for the product. Just to give you a picture, I mean, I think, if I stand to be corrected, but in the world we have about 84 site holders, and in South Africa there's only 9, and we became one of the 9 in South Africa. So that just gives you the perspective to see how much of an achievement it is just to be able to become a site holder. The one thing I really love about diamonds is really the difference they make. You know, we take it for granted. Personally, I know they make a difference because I'm sitting here today. You know, they made a difference in my life because my father worked as a diamond polisher. In essence, everything that I have in terms of the journey of my high school, the journey of my varsity, all these fees were paid by a salary that came from diamond manufacturing. And it makes a difference in many different lives. You know, diamonds have a long pipeline journey, you know, beginning from the mine itself. When they are produced from the ground, they create a livelihood for the mining communities where they come from, to the sorting and the sales of it until it comes to the manufacturers, which is a space where I play in. And for me, it's always amazing when I hear stories of some of our employees in terms of what they've been able to achieve. We get employees coming to you and say, oh, I just bought my first car, or I just bought a house, or I just, you know, it's those stories for me, they really warmed my heart up, because it gets to show that it's not just about the beauty, you know, that we see on the glim and the gem, but it's really the essence of the difference it makes in other people's lives. And I think that's the beauty of a diamond. You can wear it with a pride of knowing that it has made a difference in somebody's life. It's either given somebody a roof over their heads, or it's put a meal on the table, or it's you know, or it's put somebody through varsity. And that's really the beauty and the essence of diamonds. For a long time, mining was known to be just something for men only to do, you know. And even diamond cutting and polishing, for a long time, we've just seen only men in that space. And the funny thing is, it's women that wear the diamonds at the end of the day, you know. And I think that makes it critical to have more women in the space. And times are changing. I'm glad that in the last couple of years we've been seeing more and more women come into the space of either cutting and polishing, and also more and more women coming into the mining space as well, either as engineers or miners in the depth of the business itself. And I think in so saying, that creates a lot of opportunities, and not just for men but for women as well. Beneficiation, in essence, it's not just really about cutting and polishing the diamonds, but it's really transforming that diamond from the rough diamond it is into this beautiful polished diamond. After making it beautiful, you know, it's then what happens with it from there. And that is it going to a jewelry designer, or from there to a manufacturer, who will then put it into this beautiful piece that it becomes. And that adds value. You know, you see value being added throughout that pipeline until it's a finished product. And once you have that finished product, it then also speaks to transforming the industry at large by bringing in more and more different people who will then bring out the product out there to the public. So it's almost like having a side industry being created by just this diamond itself, where you will bring in models, photographers, videographers, you know, marketers and so forth, who will then, you know, bring out or take out this beautiful product. And that really speaks to beneficiation, not just the transformation of the stone, but as it gets transformed to become the ultimate end product, who else or how many other people or how many other industries it affects or changes along the way.